you have to get like a visa or other documents ready, and I'm like, nervous about losing things and getting stuck at places, and also all the booking, right, all the planning that have to go into traveling. So, I mean, I've been into places, but in most cases, they are, like, the planning part has been done by somebody else. Either it's for work or it's, family trips, but somebody else is really eager to go somewhere. I'm just like, okay.
You used to live in Boston, right?
No.
And you occasionally...
I lived in New York for 2 years at work.
New York. And you've traveled back.
Yeah, right? Yeah. We come back every...
When you step off of the airplane, do you notice that there is a smell that smells like...
I mean, it feels like New York. I don't remember the smell, though.
Well, I remember the smell of Beijing. Every season, Beijing has a particular Beijing kind of smell. It's a mixture of all the trees. Back to a place, or I go somewhere for the first time, I get off the plane, I immediately notice that there's an atmosphere that is provided by the way that the light comes through the clouds, the way that the elevation feels, the smell of a particular town or a city, or maybe, for me it's going back to San Francisco. You smell the ocean breeze mixed with all of the garbage. Sorry.
I'm just going to slip it in there.
Breeze and trash.
Speaking of elevation, because that's something like people don't always notice when you go traveling, but it reminded me of the time when it was like a work business trip to Lanzhou. So it's it's to the northwestern part of Beijing, like with a higher altitude. And I remember, so we got off the plane and, on a bus, the whole team of us. And when we got off the bus and went outside, I was blinded by the sunlight. I mean, usually we step outside, right? And it's just the sun. It's a bright day. The sun is right there. But I remember at a higher altitude, I could barely keep my eyes open for the first few seconds. It was just so much fun.
Or something, right? Unless you go to somewhere like really high, like Tibet. I've been there actually for work too. But I have to clarify, for me, like I worked at a radio station for about 10 years. And my business trips, quote unquote business trips, were fun trips. So for meeting traveling, I wasn't really going there for conferences or meetings. For us, most of the time, it was to go somewhere interesting, right? And then you will, you go there, you have